Empires rise. Empires fall. From the ancient Roman Empire to the powerful British Empire, history shows us that every great civilization eventually reaches its breaking point. But today, one question echoes across academic halls, political debates, online forums, and dinner tables. Is the United States, the world's most influential modern superpower, beginning to collapse? Some say yes, others say impossible, but history offers clues. And those clues tell a complex story of power, prosperity, decline, and resilience. Tonight, we journey through time, comparing America's trajectory to the great empires that came before it, to answer one sobering question. Is America truly heading toward collapse, or is it simply entering a new phase of global evolution? What makes an empire fall? To understand America's present, we must understand the past. Great empires collapse for reasons that are surprisingly consistent. Common causes of collapse: overextension, military, economic, territorial; internal political division, massive inequality, economic weakening and debt, loss of global prestige or influence, corruption and institutional decay, cultural fragmentation. Rome is a blueprint. Rome fell not in one day, but over centuries. As wealth concentrated among elites, the empire fractured into competing power centers. Political violence escalated. Military campaigns drained the treasury. Eventually, Rome collapsed not from external invasion, but from internal weakness. The British Empire's gradual decline. The British Empire crumbled after 2 world wars left it weakened financially and politically. It didn't fall violently, it faded. The Soviet Union's sudden collapse. A superpower fell in mere months due to economic stagnation, military overstretch, and collapsing public confidence. These patterns echo through time. And now, historians ask, do these patterns appear in modern America? America's golden age and the start of decline. After World War II, the United States entered a period of unprecedented global dominance. The economy soared. The military expanded. The middle class flourished like never before in history. America was not just a country, it was the model for the modern world. But no empire stays at its peak forever. Beginning of shifts, manufacturing outsourced, stagnant wages, rising inequality, massive increases in national debt. The 21st century turning point: endless wars, financial crises, technological disruption, political polarization, global competition from China, distrust in institutions. The era of unquestioned American dominance was changing. The 5 empirical warning signs. Historians identify 5 critical red flags that signal an empire is entering decline. 1. Military overextension. America has over 750 military bases in more than 80 countries. Rome also stretched its legions thin. Defending borders became unsustainable. 2. Economic instability and debt. With national debt exceeding $34 trillion, interest payments alone rival the entire defense budget. The British Empire faced a similar debt strain before its decline. 3. Internal division. Polarization in America is at its highest point since the Civil War. Political opponents are increasingly seen as enemies, a pattern visible before the fall of Rome, Yugoslavia, and the Soviet Union. 4. Institutional erosion. Public trust in government, media, and education has dramatically fallen. When citizens lose faith, chaos often follows. 5. Loss of global influence. Allies question U.S. reliability. Rivals challenge American leadership. This shift resembles the weakening of the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century. These signs do not guarantee collapse, but they are warnings. Expert analysis panel. Empires rarely believe they're collapsing until it's too late. They assume their dominance is permanent. America's economy is still the world's strongest, but inequality threatens long-term stability. Cultural fragmentation is the biggest danger. When people live in different realities, collapse becomes possible. Global power is shifting. The U.S. must adapt or risk losing its leadership role. America's strengths. Why collapse is not guaranteed. Despite challenges, America also has remarkable strengths. Technological innovation, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, aerospace, cybersecurity, the U.S. still leads. Cultural influence, Hollywood, music, tech, global brands, unmatched soft power. Economic adaptability. a dynamic system that can reinvent itself faster than centralized economies. Natural resources and geography, 2 oceans for defense, vast farmland, energy independence, immigration and diversity. America attracts dreamers, inventors, scientists, and entrepreneurs from every part of the world. These strengths suggest that decline is not destiny. Internal fragility, the true threat. Problem 1, political polarization. Parties no longer disagree, they despise each other. This mirrors the political fragmentation of late-stage Rome. Problem 2, misinformation and digital manipulation. Social media platforms amplify division. Truth becomes subjective. Nations cannot survive without a shared reality. Problem 3, national identity crisis. Different groups envision different futures, creating cultural instability. Problem 4, economic inequality. When the rich become richer and the poor struggle, revolutions often follow. Problem 5, mental health crisis. Demoralization, a psychological collapse before a political one, often precedes empire decline. The cracks in an empire usually start from within. Global competition, rise of new powers. China's ascent, economic powerhouse, military modernization, expanding global influence, technological competition. India's rise, fastest growing major economy, huge workforce, emerging tech and space power. Multipolar world, no single nation dominates, several powers share influence. America isn't collapsing, the world is simply changing around it. 3 possible futures: collapse, transformation, or decline. History does not dictate the future, it only warns. Interview segment: Optimists versus pessimists. America has reinvented itself many times, after the Civil War, Great Depression, and World Wars. It can do so again. The ingredients of collapse are already present. All we need is a spark. Empires do not collapse overnight. They evolve. And America is evolving. Is America collapsing? Or simply changing? History suggests that great powers rarely fall suddenly. They fracture slowly, adapt imperfectly, and transform unexpectedly. What happens next is not predetermined, because the fate of America, unlike the empires before it, is still being written. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dive videos about our world and its uncertain future.